Okay, I'm starting a live broadcast using a new format. So we will see how this goes. It's 4:59. All right. Hello, friends. How are you? I'm Sam Smith. I'm a realtor with JP and Associates Realtors. Today is it's Monday, April 13th, 2020. And I think we're in week 3 of quarantine. Um, Anyhow, I am coming to you on a Monday. The intent for Mondays is to be sort of motivational, but it's the end of the day. You can still be motivated at the end of a Monday. And in fact, if you're like me, I would say 8 times out of 10 on a Sunday, I lay out all my plans, I get everything organized and mentally prepare myself for the week, and especially for the morning and all kinds of great goals and everything. And then when I wake up on Monday morning, next thing you know, I'm like totally off track by like 9 a.m. And so, if that sounds familiar to you, especially right now, um, everything's kind of disoriented and discombobulated, and our schedules are not, for the most part, not exactly the way that we're accustomed to them. And, most people, when they, like, if they get off of their regular schedule, the regular work schedule or day to day, and, for example, like vacation, and then when you come back from vacation, it's so hard to get back into the swing of things and get back to where you need to be productive on your day-to-day life. So we've had that challenge like every week for the past definitely 3 weeks, full time, and some of us even before then. Um, don't get discouraged. Whatever you do, try not to as much as possible. I think one of the biggest goals that you could make for your week on any Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, whatever day. And maybe you have to renew your goal every day, but make a goal just to get through the day. You don't have to do everything that's on your list, but one of the biggest things that you do need to do is be able to give yourself grace and give your people that you're around grace as well, because we are all in this together, and each and every one of us, from you know newborns up till the, the oldest centenarians that we have in our society, we're all dealing with the same thing. We're all trying to figure out how to navigate this current new normal, which as soon as we're back in the swing of, out of quarantine or whatever, then we're going to have another new normal. And I'm pretty sure it's going to be different than whatever we had before this. So I think the biggest thing is to give yourself grace. And what does grace mean? What does that mean? That just means forgiving yourself for not doing everything that you set out to do or making mistakes. You are worth being forgiven. And the most important person that needs to forgive you is yourself. Sometimes that's the hardest person to forgive, is our own self. And so giving grace, giving forgiveness, and accepting that things sometimes just don't turn out the way we want them to. That's a huge motivator. It kind of clears the way for, clears some of the stress and the that getting down on yourself stuff, so that you can actually be more successful next time you try. Anyhow, the one of the things that can really help you to to achieve more and to actually get where you need to be is to strive to have daily discipline. I know there were so many jokes and memes going out on social media like during the first week or two of quarantine. I think El Arroyo restaurant said something aloud about like, okay, I finished Netflix, like the whole thing, within a week, because that was what a lot of people were doing, is just sitting down watching TV. Whether they had to work or not, I think there was just kind of a lot of people were putting on the brakes. And like I said, getting off kilter. But we're not in a period of vacation, for better or worse. Um, And so kind of keeping your head above water is one really great way to do that is to have a daily discipline. And so that's one of the things that I have been doing is it doesn't matter what, all right, I'm wearing a t-shirt. It says undeniably dairy today. So uh, t-shirts and stretchy pants are very common components of my wardrobe. Every time I do laundry, it seems like that's all that's in it. But, I get up in the morning and I have a little routine. I have it on a little sticky note and I put it in my bathroom. Now, for the first 2 weeks, I didn't adhere to that at all. Actually, I didn't even have it written out, but I was like, okay, I need to get up. I need to do this. I need to do that. And then finally, I was like, you know what? Got to write this down. And that will help me stick to it. So I wrote it down, stuck it in my bathroom. Now, as you know, you have to, in the morning, you actually have to get up, walk to your bathroom in order to see the note that's in your bathroom, right? Sometimes that's the hard part, especially for me. I'm not a morning person. Once I wake up, I'm fine, but going from asleep to awake is a hard thing for me. But what I've started doing is I listen to a motivational phone call at 7 a.m. before I even get out of bed. And then I do a meditation, a guided meditation that's a podcast for free. And that's just whenever I want to do it. But I usually do it right after I get off that phone call. And then I get up and get ready. And I make sure that I don't have to wear makeup, but there's definitely one thing that makes me feel like I'm ready for the day. So I put my makeup on, get my hair done, put whatever clothes I'm going to wear, get that on and get that going. And then I have other processes, make the coffee, read the Bible, write a list of gratitude, things I'm faithful for or thankful for, make some goals for the day. So I just kind of try to get myself in this path. Now, I'm going to be 49 this year. All my adult life and even before that, I have pushed against the idea of having routines. I've always been sort of against it until a certain point that I realized actually I thrive better in routines. That doesn't make it happen just because you realize you work better under that kind of schedule. So it took a while, and I have to say that this past week was the first time I actually adhered to a routine every single day and really had very few variances. And I felt so darn good because I accomplished something. Whether I accomplished anything the whole rest of the day or not didn't matter because I just did those few things that I set out to do first thing in the morning. So, my encouragement to you, it doesn't have to be as detailed as what I just told you, but come up with some sort of daily discipline, something that you're going to do throughout the day or as a morning thing or whatever. Just kind of get things going so you know what to expect every day and you're not kind of free falling all the time. That'll help you stay focused. That'll help you feel a little better. It'll help you forgive yourself a little better. I really believe that. So this week, this is only my second Monday motivational podcast, but I wanted to let you know that I will be having a special guest interview on Wednesday. A friend of mine, Alicia Jones, she has a great career background. She's a very smart lady. Really enjoy having the opportunity to know her and to sort of talk to her about her goals, ideas, dreams, and stuff like that, and participate in her nonprofit organization, which is called the Mommy Support Network. So on Wednesday, I'm going to have her as a guest because she's got a sort of a free mentorship group, or I'm misspeaking, I'm misquoting it, misstating it, but I will be sure on Wednesday you know exactly what she is offering for support for moms. She's based here in Georgetown also, but she's doing a virtual type support group that is open to just about anyone. I think, any mom that's needs a little bit of help, and it's also, just a video conference type thing. And I hope you join me on Wednesday. That should be, we have it scheduled for 3 p.m. And after this week, I have another guest in mind that I'm hoping to be able to bring onto um, Facebook Live to bring to you. And anyhow, my plan is to keep that going every week, and hopefully it'll be information and people that you find interesting, helpful, and just kind of like want to help people navigate whatever this normal that is sort of in flux from a week to week basis, and see if that can help anyone out there. The other thing that I've been posting on my Instagram is support for local businesses, especially restaurants. Whatever you do, try to support some sort of local business. I mean, sometimes the only things that we can get are from, HEB, which is, I can say that that's kind of local because it's Texas based, but some of the big box stores, we can't really avoid going to them, but there's so many local restaurants, locally based, with only one, 2 or 3 locations in our area or your area, wherever that is, and that they need some help during this period of time. And most of the restaurants that I'm aware of are either offering curbside pickup or delivery, like through Grubhub or Urban Eats or some of those different types of things. So if you need to get out and eat, you don't feel like cooking at home, um, one of those, by ordering online and having something delivered, you're not only supporting the restaurant, you're also supporting the delivery person as well. And as you may know, you probably know some people who may have been working in a particular job for several years, and right now they're having to find a different type of job, and a lot of those are the essential service industry type jobs that they're just doing either as a primary now or a secondary employment, just to kind of keep their home and their family themselves afloat. So let me know if anything has helped you. I hope that you find this motivational in some way, or just like a little orienting perhaps. And I certainly hope that you will join me again on Wednesday when I interview Alicia. Tomorrow I'll be bringing some economic information and updates as well. So I'll see you next time.